They are an incredible rare form of life, and we're lucky to have them in the Dona Iwi Ngāti Tuatara of the Patriarchy of Guardians. We sort of assist in that. And that, you've got Dr. Jameson. Yeah, and that's probably a male. He's about 7 years old. Dr. Goodall, who was kind of named after Jane Goodall, that one's probably spikes a bit smaller, probably a female. She's about 13 years old. They might live for another 100 or so years. 100, yeah. No one actually knows how long tuatara will live for. They haven't been studied that long. But they're incredible little animals.
So will they get much bigger?
They'll get, the largest we've got in the wild from about here to here, and about that in fact. So they're quite large.
And what do they eat?
Mainly invertebrates. But they'll eat, on offshore islands they can eat young seabirds, that sort of thing. Lizards, they would eat. That's a good sign, healthy ecosystem. We didn't prepare that. We didn't plan that at all. You can see what's going to be on social media. It's actually about the tuatara, guys. So we're
so I missed it.
That's a good sign of a healthy ecosystem. Having bees. You can take some bees back to England.
Thank you very much.
If I may say so, I'm so glad I managed to time, by a miracle, a visit here to Conservation Week. And I'm sure that such a week must make a big difference in terms of trying to convey the right sort of messages to members of the public, particularly about the way in which so much of nature is under threat. So, if I may say so, it's been a huge pleasure to have this brief moment to visit this eco-sanctuary, because it is a remarkable demonstration, I think, of what can be done even on a relatively small scale to help restore a previously lost landscape, and also to have the opportunity to reintroduce species which are so threatened everywhere else. It isn't easy, but as New Zealand has, I think, so ably demonstrated, you have to have the right sort of predator control. And it is remarkable here in New Zealand how you have managed to persuade people this is the best way to do it. Sometimes not so easy, but you have demonstrated that. And when you think how much of New Zealand's really remarkable wildlife is under threat, with, for instance, the Maui's dolphin, and I understand the numbers now as few as 50, or the kakapo, sadly no view here about, and of course even the kiwi, which I really should come back with night vision goggles, I think, to see that. All of these things declining at such an alarming rate, so what you're doing here, so this country's innovative approach to tackling pests is, I think, now recognised the world over, so much so that no less an authority than Sir David Bellamy suggested that New Zealand is the only country in the world to turn pest eradication into an export industry, which, as I say, is the great thing that really is so encouraging. And not only that, but I'm told that New Zealand, I think, on a per capita basis, I think has something like one conservation group per 1,000 people. So in that case, you probably represent quite a lot of people here. And that, again, I think, is enormously encouraging.